Tomorrow, Manchester City faces off against Liverpool in a clash that is set to be the game of the season so far, I think. I think it's safe to say that this clash in the last 5-10 years has been the preeminent fixture in the Premier League. This is the fixture that everyone circles on their calendar, this or the reverse. Both are always set up to be Goliath clashes, and I'm pretty excited, also kind of nervous, but I will be live for this hopefully, so stay tuned. And let's get right into the basically predictions of the fixture. I'll have my combined 11, my predicted 11 for City, predicted 11 for Liverpool towards the end of the video. But quickly, I just wanted to talk about how I think the build-up for all this is going to head. As it stands, I think that both City and Liverpool are on decent runs of form. I think City dropping points against Chelsea will, be a bit of a chip on their shoulder for their kind of standards that they tend to set at City. And I think Liverpool is in a position where, they win, they go to the top. That's also a big point to prove. It's at the Etihad, so it's really a statement fixture for both sides. I'm Sideline Sedo. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and like the video and comment down below. Give me your predicted 11. Predict, the fixture, the result, how you think it's going to go. Let me know. I really want to have a conversation about this because I think it's going to be a great event. I think it's going to be a spectacle, but it is a 7:30 kickoff. So that's something to consider. The 7:30 kickoffs, they're wishy-washy either way. They could, this is a 12:30 kickoff in the UK. East Coast is 7:30. So it's, one of those fixtures that I think all around is set up to be great, but it doesn't necessarily mean it will be. I'm going to predict a 2-2 draw. I think we'll see goals from Erling Haaland. Let's say Rodri, because he tends to score nowadays for fun, it seems. And for Liverpool, Mohamed Salah will score. And we'll see a goal from, let's say, Luis Diaz. I have a feeling that he could score today or tomorrow. By the time you're seeing this, it'll be within like 14, 16 hours worth of time until then. So let me give you my predicted 11 for Man City first, since they are the home side. I think they're going to line up with their typical 3-2-4-1. Pep has, made this basically his own formation over the last year. It helped him win the league last year. John Stones is out. Rico Lewis kind of helped kickstart it, but I don't think he's going to start. So this is my predicted 11 in the 3-2-4-1 for Pep Guardiola and Man City. Ederson, Joshua Guardiola, Ruben Diaz, Kyle Walker, Rodri, Manuel Akanji, Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Julian Alvarez, Jeremy Doku, and Erling Haaland up top. The only discrepancy I will point out, Rodri is technically on the left side of this formation in this picture up here, but Akanji should be over there. Rodri should be on the right-hand side. Either way, you get my drift. 3-2-4-1. City have had some kind of injury concerns surrounding the likes of Ederson, the likes of Rodri, the likes of Haaland. But I think they'll be fine. I think a lot of that's mind games. I think to an extent, even if it is a slight knock, you don't want to risk it going into this fixture anyways. So as expected, I think that this will be their formation. No Foden, I don't think. Maybe over Doku. Would you start Foden on the right? He does have more experience in the fixture, but Doku's a lot more explosive and can kind of, provide you more going forward, I think, in terms of just, getting in behind. Foden, better footballer, but a lot more kind of direct, I would say, from Jeremy Doku. But next formation, or next prediction, I should say, is the Liverpool 11. 4-3-3, standard formation that Jurgen Klopp tends to use a lot. It does kind of change from time to time, but with some of the injuries, the likes of, I'm pretty sure Joe Gomez is doubtful. Thiago still MIA. Bajcetic still injured, both probably till New Year. Robertson, the biggest, I'd say, loss to the squad in terms of injuries at the moment. I think this is the expected kind of formation and predicted 11 that I think we will see line up. Allison, Costas Tsimikas, Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, who did post. The reason I have Konate, I will clarify. I was going to have Matip in there, but I saw last night that Konate posted a picture of himself, basically in the gym, and he said, big weekend ahead. So hopefully, I would love to see Konate start if he's fit. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunez, and Mo Salah. I'm going to specify why I have some of these players in here besides Konate, who I think I already touched on. Gravenberch is fantastic when he features for Liverpool. Just absolutely insane. I'm really impressed with how he started this season, and I think he's really good at driving in at space. I looked up, the injury list for Liverpool. He's at like a 75% chance of returning. So I could see it. Curtis, another person to consider. If Curtis is fit, I would start him over Ryan Gravenberch. But I don't know where he's at with his fitness. That's another player who's on the injury docket. But midfield, besides that, speaks for itself. McAllister back from suspension after the Bournemouth fixture. He, does tend to struggle sometimes in the deeper role, but I think that he'll flourish in this fixture. I think this is a big match for him, and I think he's a big match player. So I'm excited for that. Szoboszlai speaks for himself, just qualified Hungary to the Euros, so credit to him for that. Luis Diaz, I think, will be raring to go. Scored a brace on international duty against Brazil, and that's fantastic. Darwin also scored against Argentina and scored a brace against Bolivia. Salah had 4 goals in an international fixture, so I think that's pretty exciting for Liverpool fans. Regardless, the reason I don't have Cody Gakpo or Jota in is because I think Gakpo or Jota could play either on the left or as a striker, and Gakpo even has featured as an 8 sometimes. So I think Klopp might want some more tactical flexibility for that fixture, specifically because it is Man City and you just never know with them. So the final thing is the combined 11, which I believe is right here. Nope, what's going on? There we go. Okay, so my combined 11, just kept it simple with a 4-3-3. This is who I think, as of, both sides that I picked, who is the best kind of players available in terms of just like all that. But Allison, Akanji, Van Dijk, Ruben Diaz, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Dominic Szoboszlai, Luis Diaz, Haaland, and Mohamed Salah. So, quickly, Akanji at left back. I know he features as like a DM, but the role is fluid in the Pep Guardiola system, so it'll be fluid for this one too. I think he's featured a number of times last season at left back. With Andrew Robertson fit, I think that is his spot easily, but without him fit, Akanji's got to have it. Ruben Diaz and Van Dijk, 2 of the best center backs in the Premier League this season. Bernardo Silva, I have to rate Bernardo Silva. He's a quality player, even though I have my reservations on him. Rodri, probably best DM in the world. Szoboszlai. He speaks for himself. Dominic Szoboszlai is a talent in and of his own. So there's that. Luis Diaz, Haaland, Salah, I think all very, very direct. And I think this combined 11 speaks for itself. But make sure to comment down below, what is your predicted 11 for the Manchester City Liverpool fixture at the Etihad tomorrow? What is, your combined 11? What's your score prediction? I'm going for a 2-2. Haaland and Rodri scoring, Salah and Nunez scoring, or Salah and Diaz. I said Diaz, not Nunez. So Salah and Diaz scoring. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. I'm Sideline Sedo. Peace.